Your academy for spiritual awakening.
David, in 2024, you did a great series on Gnosis, the receiving of direct knowledge. Tell us more.
Okay, Gnosis is a Greek word that means knowledge, but it's not knowledge that I've learned. It's knowledge I get directly from higher source. If I said I have the knowledge of London, because I looked at it on the internet and I looked at books and I could tell you all about whatever, that's knowledge. But if I've been to London and I've actually experienced all the knowledge I'm telling you about, I read about, I would have Gnosis.
Okay. Yes.
So, and I love the term where the Apostle Paul supposedly said, I want to know him in the power of his resurrection. That's epignosis.
Yes.
And I think that's what's missing. I think people in religion have gotten lazy to take the responsibility of doing their own research and study, and we've just laid over and taken what's been given to us because we see the preacher, the minister, the priest, the rabbi, or whoever the leader is as being more closer to God than we are.
Yes.
Now, I'm not against that. I am myself a minister and a spiritual leader at a place, but I'm not trying to put myself above my people and say what's been given to me has not been given to you. It's just that I chose to do the work. I chose at a very young age to make my life purpose spiritual.
Yes.
Studying religion. That's what I did. I didn't go out and get a job in a corporation, and I didn't do those things. And there's nothing wrong with doing those things. I just didn't come here to do that. And so I had this deep, inquisitive part of me that needed to know deeper, that I think I brought in with me. And I think by doing that, that I experienced the baptism of the Holy Spirit,
Yes.
which was a point in which I was the Holy Spirit connects you with Source. It's the mediator between you and Source. So when I had that experience, I began to be connected and started getting this information, which people called revelation. And I began to get David Hulse because he gives revelation. And what revelation was a new way of looking at the Bible. A revelation of, oh my God, I've never seen it that way.
Kind of a new Gnosis.
But what was happening was Gnosis was happening. Because I would hear things come out of my mouth I didn't even know if I believed. You know, I became my own student in a way because knowledge was coming in but that was beyond what my brain had learned. And I had to really sit and look at what was coming out of me and see if I was going to believe it at that time. So Gnosis has been a part. I didn't know that until just not long ago when I really found about the Gnostic story, which is actually the 1st and 2nd century. And just before even Yeshua, there was groups of people who were searching for knowledge, real knowledge.
Okay.
And they was not organized. There was no church building. There was no central localizing. They were just groups of people meeting here and in homes and whatever. And they were just searching for what is real, what is knowledge. And as Christianity was coming along, that disturbed them that all these renegade people were out there getting all this knowledge directly that wasn't going to fit into what they were trying to do to organize a religion.
Right.
So therefore, they had to turn them into heretics.
Okay.
But actually, they were the ones that was getting direct knowledge. Well, all of that got lost, we thought, until a young peasant boy digging around in the ground on the other side of the Nile in Nag Hammadi found jars of scriptures and scrolls, 13 of them, which were the Gnostics had written it down and hidden it because they didn't want it messed with and misinterpreted
Yes.
until the right time, and that was 1945, the year I was born, by the way. 1945, they found, and now we have the Nag Hammadi Library, the Gospels of Thomas. You don't have that in the Bible.
No.
The Judas, Mary Magdalene. Oh my God, we sure don't have that one. So now we have all this interesting information that was before the church organized itself into the Christian church that we know today. And one thing I want to say about that is one of the promises that we have scripturally is that before the age ends,
Yes.
that everything that's been lost will be restored. Everything that's been kept in secret will be revealed and shouted from the housetop, and it's called the restitution of all things spoken of the mouth of the prophets. So we are seeing that in the revival of Native American culture, all these different indigenous people that's been put aside as savages and whatever. All of a sudden people are doing sweat lodges and are doing whatever.
Yes.
But another thing is the fact that those early teachings that the closest to the time that Yeshua walked this earth that had been hidden for all these years has been rediscovered in our time, in our generation. So I really, really connected to Gnosticism.
You sure did. And not only can the students that come to the academy experience the course on Gnosticism, but we literally take you from not just knowing, we take you also into experience.
Experience.
The embodiment of the knowledge.
And that's the knowing that we're talking about.
Okay.
I know it because I've experienced it.
Yes.
I don't know it because I read it or heard somebody else say it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your academy for spirit.